Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Larkin. This is Tough Farmer. This is episode 5 of Playing with Seasons on Greenwich. If you haven't got your popcorn or your Reese's Pieces, now's the time to do so, because this shit's going to get good. Tubbs, how are you after your day shopping?
I'm glad it's over with for right now.
So, did you get everything that you need?
No, we still like a little bit. But that's okay. That's a part of the holidays.
I don't think everybody's going to be bang on until Christmas Day, and then it's too late to get anything.
Yeah, that's true.
So anyway, it's all money for one day, man. It's all money for one day.
Tell me about
it.
Anyway,
guys, this is episode 5 of Greenwich Playing with Seasons. I am Chris Larkin. He is a Tough Farmer. Where we left off the last time was Tubbs has just finished refeeding the cows and giving them water and stuff. So what we're going to do now is just pick up the rest of this TMR because it's raining. I'm going to throw it into the shed, and then Tubbs has something I think he will have to do to bring up the milling machine or something. Or exchange a tractor. I don't know what he's going to be doing, but he's going to be doing something. And after that, then we're going to get back into our
we got to fix our mistake.
Our crop planner. We kind of messed around with it there for about 2 hours today, and we think we have it figured out how to do it. So we're going to do that with our fields that we have. So.
Yeah, we've got to correct a mistake we did. So we. I'm gonna leave this front end attachment here to go get all this switched around. So, not in our defense, the day seasons come out, we started it out on this map, y'all, and so we were just trying to figure it out, learn it, or whatever you want to call it, navigate our way through it. So today, Chris and I were able to read some of the rules and help menus. We watched some other YouTubers that are more diverse and experienced in it, and we were able to learn some of the things that we just made some mistakes on. So we got to go back and plow up one of the fields that we planted and redo or configure our daily planter.
Well, first, a big shout out to Farmer Klein, and he's the guy that we were looking at, and he explained He explained in kind of beginner idiot terms.
Yeah,
even idiots can follow.
Seasons for dummies.
Yeah, exactly. You know?
But anywho, that's what we're gonna do this episode.
Hey, squad farmers, welcome to the channel, and a big Merry Christmas to you too also. I hope everything is okay and you're feeling good. And
plus, we're kind of dead in the water anyway because it's raining, so
yeah, exactly.
Won't be able to. We should have enough to keep us busy. I think we can even, if our grass gets done, we could cut it too. I think, right?
Yeah, I think it's nearly ready for cutting. We have one field, 64 to be cut. We have field 22 and 24, so that'll keep us going if we want to get more silage made, and probably hay. You know?
Okay.
So we get the hay in for cattle, we can get the silage in.
Okay.
We do have this small bit of TMR. This will keep us going for a while because we've only got like 10 cattle. It's not great or anything.
No,
it's enough to keep us.
We have plenty to hold us over for quite some time, actually.
Yeah. So the main thing then is to see if we can get fields. What are the fields? 34 and 32, is it, or 33?
33.
It's our two main fields anyway. If we can get them, we can get them re-plowed up or whatever. We get decent sorted with our we can get the planner sorted, We can get field 18 done also. Then we can look at the grass. If we can get field 64 grass cut off it, we will. If not, we can plough that in also and make that into an arable. So we'll have 4 fields to, you know. So if we have 4 fields, we could have 4 crops going rather than nothing like that kind of way. So we would have our planner done for the year with 4 fields rather than trying to get extra fields in. Squad farmers, you broke your leg yesterday. Ouch! Oh my god! How did that happen? And how bad of a break? Hey Liam, how are you doing, young man? Right, so you said we're going to leave this this bucket up there, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can bring it down there when it's over here we need it.
No.
Might as well leave the whole thing over here, including the front loader. You're doing fabulous. That's always a good thing to hear.
So we're not going to look at that.
Right, so if you're going back down to pick up what you're picking up, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump into the field here and check these graphs. Because if field 22 and 24 is ready for cutting, yeah, these 2 fields are ready, so that means then 64 must be also ready.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what other little tractor we could get with a front attachment to it.
I'm thinking, right, if you want to exchange a small Massey, right, you can, because we have this one.
The next biggest that has a front attachment small tractor is the Fent 500.
Yeah, or you can go as far as the drop nose Massey if you wanted it.
Drop nose Massey. Oh yeah, that little one. Alright. That's fine. Alright.
I'll leave it up to you on here, so. What farmers? We were cutting trees and a branch fell on my leg, broke it. Oh my god. You see? Logging. That's a dangerous job.
Okay.
Where am I heading?
Make sure there's not a specification on that. 95 horse, which that's plenty fine. Okay.
So we don't forget it.
Yeah, that drop nose Massey will work. Okay. You talking to me or Faith?
Right.
Oh.
So, if I'm running back to the farm in this math, right? So if I pick up either the case or I will pick up the Fent, I will run, not the Fent, the class, I will run down and release the Strathmores. I can run down to field 64, I will cut that if you want to come down behind me and either bale it or collect it or turn it into hay and just leave it there.
Alright, let me grab the, I'm running up to grab the milling station. Now that I got this Massey.
Yeah, so if we get the cut off 64, then we can also load that in and make an arbor field out of it.
Gotcha.
So squad, how long are you off your leg? Were you given any date? What kind of break was it? Was it compound? You're probably off for what? 2-3 months? Liam, 3 more days until the Christmas special. Yeah, if everything keeps working out, it will be on. Hopefully 1 or 2 more people will join us on the day. Right, so let me see. What does this one do? The pick.
Hey, Faith.
Did we ever do streams on FS17? I didn't, but I think Tubbs did. Didn't you?
Yes,
Tubbs?
yes, I did.
Yeah.
17, I did. Yep, sure did.
Yeah, I never had the pleasure. I went the whole year just playing the game by myself.
Alright, so do we have a hay rake or no?
No, that's the thing. This is something that we need to start getting in if we're going to start doing this grass.
Or
we
we're
do
going
have
to do
crops.
silage?
We do have crops we can sell. Right? I didn't sell the crops at the time when we restarted the game, so they're still there. So if we have to, we can sell something.
Okay.
You know, to make money, so we're not kind of going into debt or borrowing money. That's something that we're going to try and do if we can help it without borrowing. So now, if it comes to the stage where we have to borrow, then we will. So, let me see. I am going to the shop and something tells me I am. No, I'm not going to say lost.
I wonder if I ought to grab that other trailer, because this one's pretty small.
Which trailer is that?
Or both, let me see. One's, I think, 21,000, one's 31. Or one's 14, one's 21.
Yeah, I was going to say that, yeah. We should, if we can, we'll invest in. Yep, I know I'm going the wrong way somewhere.
It'll work. I mean, it's a little tractor. The 14,000 liter will work. I'm not going to worry too much on with it. I mean, we're not in no big hurry anyway. There's not a whole lot we can do.
I installed that Marson trailer anyway, so that's there.
I mean, it's like I said, it's not like.
No, at the moment it's not life and death, because we're only starting out. We will have to get, you know, as we go along, we'll get more and more equipment. But right for now, we'll just do what we need to do. So that's something that if you wanted to do, we can do half the fields, because we have 3 fields to work on now, as in grass wise. We could do one of them, the hay, that kind of thing, so we could get more money in.
We're gonna collect to make silage, or are you wanting to bale?
Oh no, I'll leave it up to you. No, that's what I'm on about. I mean, like, there is stuff that we can do there if we need to. So, like, I'm not really worried about our money at the moment, because we have crops to sell, and then if we want it, we can always do one field of silage. So. So I'll leave it up to you. You just work away there what you think of yourself, what you want to.
Well, I got the milling station heading that way, so. in a trailer. The only
I
other
would have been with you, but I know whenever I kind of got lost.
the only other thing that we need would be a hay rake.
So let's see where we go. We're going mowers. The rake. So the tedder. Let me see.
Yeah, tedder. We call them hay rakes here.
Does that then means that we also need a windrower to put them back into?
Not really, because this milling station catches 2 swaths.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
So
I forgot about that, yeah.
we could save money not messing with it right now. I mean, later on,
Well,
we get bigger, we can, you know.
The rake is down here in the shop if you want to know for it.
I can't grab it, but because I've got this milling station and.
Well, I still have to cut the grass off. If you want to jump into another tractor and come down for it.
Alright, I can do that.
Right, so where are we going? Field 64 first. Okay.
64?
Yeah.
Oop, I went to the wrong one now. I'm going back up to the barn.
Yeah, no, we go to 64 first. It's just down from our farmyard.
Yeah.
We can get that cut and sorted, and then we can plough that field up and make it into an arable field.
Okay.
At least we get one cut of grass off before we do that, you know.
Alright, heading that well. What up, Tubb? Shared you guys the stream to the Discord. Thanks, new all, and welcome to the channel. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you again tonight. Thanks so much. 60. I don't remember where 64 was. Oh, 62. You mean?
Okay, let me see.
You said 64, but it's 62, right?
Is it 62?
Yes.
Am I seeing fields I don't? Yeah, 62. Sorry.
Okay. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Squad Farmers, you are a really good YouTuber. Squad Farmer, thank you very much for that. We do appreciate comments like that. It means a lot.
Oh, come on.
Because myself and Todd, we don't take ourselves for granted. We still say that we're only learning the ropes. We're not professional YouTubers by any stretch of the imagination. So we just take one stream at a time. And some people like us, some don't, and so on. But look, it is what it is. We can only get better, and with comments like that, it means then we're doing something good. We really do appreciate comments like that. So let's see. Do you know do we know if that old man truck will be coming back? Is that the man truck from 17, or what man truck are you on about?
Laugh out loud. I'm having deja vu. I was just on this map. Oh, well, so was Chris and I. Actually, we were on it the day before yesterday, so I'm having to, between the two maps we're trying to manage right now, I have to think about where I'm at and what fields we have. Let's see. I hate these circles.
Correctly.
Come on, guys, get out of my face.
That's field 6. Yeah, down over here. Okay. No. Chris, my dude, share all your streams. Just Neil, I appreciate it, buddy, as always. Thank you very, very much.
Alright.
So I think we're down here. There we go. The brakes on these cloths is very very sluggish. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
Let's make sure that this is ready for cut.
Well, at
It's
least
not fertilized, but it's okay.
well, we're gonna flip it back into an arable field anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly.
So what was we need to make sure before we start messing with it what the previous and the two previous and current is grass, so that's easy.
Yeah. So this field here, it's grass, so it really makes a difference what we put into the next. Field 18 was the same, that was grass, so I turned it into an arable field, so that doesn't make a difference. Whatever we're going to put into it is going to be put into it.
It didn't tell you what the
22 and
previous
24
was?
is going to stay as grass, so we don't have to worry about those two. So then it's just the fields 32 and is it 32?
Where did that go?
32 and 33 are the ones we have to look at.
Oh my gosh, I turned down the wrong road. I pulled a Chris.
No, don't do that.
I did. I went down the wrong road.
Having one of us doing that is bad enough. There's only two of us doing it.
Well, I was getting text messages in between and stopped to look at that and lost my train of thought for a second. It's all good though, I'll be there here in a second.
That one. Oh. We're doing straw swat, or are we doing drop swat?
So, what was it again?
Are we doing wide spreading or swat spreading? Swat dropping on
The
cutting
swath, because it's rounder.
Okay. Off I go. Now white is that middle one not on? That should be on. It's on. Yep, that's right.
I thought the scenery kind of looked different when I was driving around, because it's like, I don't remember that. Alright, back to square one.
So let me see. Squad farmer, I hope you have a good Christmas. I'll be back in a while. No worries, squad. It's always a pleasure having you. Neil, so where did you guys start your farms? I started on the sheep farm, as you saw. Right, so this farm, in this map, we started on the grain farm, and over by fields 32 and 33. That's where you start. That's where the house is. But we also bought the cow pasture, so we're starting with the cows.
So your before previous in this field was fallow, previous was fallow, and your current is grass. So you had fallow grass.
On this one.
That's what it says. It says before.
On mine it just came up grass.
It's
You didn't tell me what was previous or fallow.
yeah. Before previous was fallow.
Actually, no, it
previous
did
is
because I'm actually where I was actually off the field part of it. Oh, yeah. So that's grand. Yeah. So it's fallow, and then it was grass. That
Fallow grass. Yep.
right.
All right. So
basically, we can do whatever we want with this one. Then
pretty much. Are we doing silage with this? Is that what we decided?
yeah, what we'll do is we get a silage plant going. At least then we'll have that for our cows, and then also we can sell that silage if we need that. So, to make a stuff like what we still have 30,000 in the bank, so we're not really stuck for money at the moment.
Okay.
Note that awesome. So I get to see a different take. I like it. Well, I don't know if it's going to be a good take, but it'll be a different take.
Yeah. We always do a different take.
Well, see, that's what I kind of know. Like, I kind of like about this one also as well. Um, some of the YouTubers that we follow, like so Newell and Six Wheel and Pop and all them, they're PC players, you know. And then of course, Mr. and Mrs. Aussie, they're kind of both PC and PlayStation 4. Julian is PlayStation 4. So between us all, I think like between all the streamers that that we watch, we kind of have all the platforms covered.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So it's great to see different ways of actually how the game is played and what people bring that's different to the table. Your Squad Farmers back. What is Tubb Farmer's YouTube channel? That's just it, Tubb Farmer. Noel goes, it shall be great with us. Thanks very much, Noel. As always, we appreciate your support. Back on the second one in here. I was meant to do this a while ago and I didn't, so I'm going to do it now.
Oh, I know why it's doing that, because you gotta get the turn on it. It's not reaching that far back.
I'd share a link, but I don't have the power. Neil, I think I'm after making it. You should be a moderator. I was supposed to do it there a while ago, and I forgot all about it. Matt, welcome to the channel, my good man. How are you doing, brother? It's always good to see Matt and all pop up.
Hey, Squad Farms, how you doing tonight? Welcome to the channel. I forgot that fence line is really close to that. Hey. Yeah, that's gonna be a long haul. Squad Farms, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much.
Oh. Tubbs, hold on to your hat. Right, hold on to your hat now, okay? Are you sitting down?
Most of the time.
Okay. Welcome, Shiloh. How are you doing?
Oh, shit.
Did you just fall off the chair? Well, I did tell you to hold on to your hat.
He did. You found your way, Scott. Hey, Shallow, how's it going? Good to have you here, buddy.
Welcome, Shiloh, as always.
Shiloh, I take up for you a lot. Everything Chris tells me, I'm telling. I try to take up for you, but he's so incorrigible here. What the heck?
Something else I need to do.
Are you serious?
There we go. Serious about what?
Stop sign hooked on the corner of my trailer. Stopped me dead in my tracks.
That is why I don't want to download billboards and stuff, because you'll just run into them.
But billboards help you find your way. I mean, I think it's a great idea with the billboard thing.
No, I won't get lost that much.
Yes, you do. That's almost an oxymoron.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Right, so you're doing that one. I'm going to run up then to fields 22 and 24. I will cut them and have them covered.
Okay.
And then we can put them into the silence clamp also.
Okay. I hope I just went into the right farm.
Ah!
Yeah. Shiloh, send you like your way. God bless. Save you dealing with Crispy. Oh, thank you, Shiloh. I appreciate the like. Thank you so much. I'm doing well, Shiloh. Thank you very much. You doing okay tonight, bud?
Don't believe a word he says.
See what I mean, Shiloh? I take up for you all the time. There he goes again on you. Alright, so I guess we're going to have to go to this other one. I think we're using that one as storage. I'm going to put the silage in the covered one.
Yeah. That would be a good call.
Let's see. Back. Nope.
Can I turn this car to the left to get to our farm? Yes, I can.
Nope. There we go.
So then let's just throw the roundabout. Yeah, so has anyone been...
Hey Matt, how are you doing?
Has
Welcome
anyone
to the
seen
channel.
Julian Hall's map tour of the map that came out today on ModHub? If you haven't, guys, I suggest you go and have a look at it. It looks like it's a really, really good map, which is unusual for Giants to drop a map on a Saturday. But
Hope you're doing good tonight, Matt. Ah, crap! I keep forgetting.
what
It's a English map. This English map stuff throws me off, man.
Now, Tubbs, I know you went Christmas shopping, right?
Mm,
How many bars did you stop in along the way?
at least 13.
Thought so. But
Yeah.
driving like that, that's Irish driving only when we're drunk.
That's good to know.
I mean, if you're auditioned to be an Irish guy, you've just passed.
Yeah.
Right, let me see.
But you ought to see how I do these circles. I drive right through them suckers.
Well, Newell, Newell goes, Matt, I heard Six is taking away your Mr. T-Bone's Christmas bonus for Chris drinking on the job. Well, if that's the case, Tubbs, I'm taking away yours.
You ain't got much to take.
Like, you were just caught on the stream, driving like a maniac.
You know, it happens. I've already passed it. Should have turned back there. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go here and back around. Gotta get used to that one turn, the first turn.
Did you check the info on these fields up here as well?
I did not, no.
Fallow and fallow, so.
So
But then again, it doesn't matter with these ones because we're leaving these as they are, so.
Okay.
Hey, OTD, welcome to the channel, brother. How are you doing, buddy? Old timer Dave, the man himself.
Hey, old timer Dave, how you doing tonight?
Right, so let me see. Might as well do this as well for you. Have a different guys.
Let's see. just as good.
Let's go cut more grass.
Well, good deal, old timer Dave. Glad you're doing great. I'm just doing my usual job, trying to keep Chris under wraps. But as always, that is one of the most difficult jobs I've taken on as a task.
Shayla goes, I'm no innocent bystander myself. I take no holy prisoners.
It is 7:36 where you live, squad. It is 6:36 where I live in Texas.
That's okay, cause it's 12:36 where I live.
It's always 12:36 where you live.
And that's in AM now, guys, okay? So, I'll throw that out there. Old timer Dave's goes, he's taking a break from hanging balls on a tree.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I did that about a week ago. The boss made me do it, so glad to be done with that.
That's okay. My balls were hung on a tree a while ago.
Oh, that's great. You live in Virginia. Good deal. Good deal. Texas, I want to visit that state sometime. Come on, Matt. Come down and visit. Holler at me sometime. We'll give you a tour.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Raymond. How's it going? Welcome to the channel.
Raymond's in the house.
Raymond's in the house.
Raymond, instead of being on Tubbs' side, come over to the dark side.
The dark side. Definitely dark, for sure.
Come over where the fun never stops.
I could never go to Texas, y'all know, because all my exes live in Texas. Well,
oh, go on the map. I'm glad Summer brought that up.
I'm going to tell you something, new all. So do all my exes. They live here in Texas. Thank God they live hundreds of miles away. That's the beauty about the state of Texas. It is big. So you can live 12 hours away from an ex in Texas.
Well, somebody goes, if I don't get back to it soon, I will be hanging there too.
You'll be in Texas this summer? Oh, cool deal. Well, it's going to be, depending on where you're at in Texas, if you're down around the Houston area, during the summertime it's going to be humid as hell. If you're up around Lubbock, Amarillo, that's a drier climate. It'll be a dry heat. Over the wall with my exes. I wish they had a wall in Texas to block my exes too, new all. It's kind of one of those, been there, done that. Oof. Oh, come on, you little tractor. The little engine that could. I think I can.
I knew I couldn't. And there goes me hitting the wall again.
That statement is forever ingrained in my vision there, Professor. Hold on. Alright, so let's see if I can get this almost full here. Nah, that's probably about all I'm gonna get. Maybe a little bit more. Huh? Oh yeah. Alright. Let me see if I can pick up a little bit more and then I'll go. This little tractor's just barely enough. Yeah, that's enough.
Newell goes, look at you, Larkin. Like a pro navigating those tight yards. I would have hit that builder for sure.
I'm gonna have to grab that bigger
Trust me,
trailer.
Newell, I was driving with one eye closed. It means I can drive straight.
I'm gonna have to grab the bigger trailer. I'm gonna be hauling like crazy with this.
Well, I'm nearly finished, so if you want, when I get down there beside you, I can take over one trailer. So when you're hauling one, I can cart the other one, or
you could get both, and then I could fill up both.
Yeah, exactly. So
if they'll pull each other, I don't know that they will, because some of these trailers don't hitch together very good. You know.
Well, like there's no harm in trying. So I'll bring down the other one when we're going. And
no harm at all. Hey, Faith.
All the way over?
Well, about half inch or so from there. Okay, so let me remember a landmark this time. Ooh, at least it was green. Okay, so
I'm going to get back to it, but leaving both streams up for the watch hours. Old Timer Dave, thank you very much, brother. We definitely appreciate that.
What is it? I missed it.
Old Timer Dave said that he's going to get back to hanging his balls.
Okay, Old Timer Dave, thanks for being here.
He's going to leave both streams up so we can get the watch hours.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Old Timer Dave. Very kind of you. Thank you.
Oh, definitely. Staunch supporters of the channel. So if you haven't subscribed to Old Timer Dave and the guys, please go over and do it.
Yep.
We can't.
Very
supportive. We can't say that enough.
Those guys are so supportive.
Oh yeah, definitely. So if you haven't done it, guys, go check out Old Timer Dave's channel. Check out Newell. Check out Matt.
Yep.
Six Wheel and Pop Hop. Mr. T-Bone. Scott Page. Go and check all those guys out. Mr. and Mrs. Aussie. We can't tell you enough to go and check them out, guys. So if you want down-to-earth YouTubers who know what they're doing and also taking a blackguard and have a laugh at the same time while they make mistakes like we do, they're the guys to go check out. Shiloh, I seen straighter lines of cocaine over man. Shiloh, why is it with you it's always drugs, man? like you do realize there's an old saying in Ireland, you are who you hang out with. You're giving me a bad name here.
Shallow, he just says like it is. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Oh, hello, mama. Yeah. Had the camera going to the rear, going forward. Back on my way. I think I'm gonna have to grab the bigger tractor because this thing just doesn't have quite enough power. How do you become a moderator? Well, squad, the best way to become a moderator is come into our channel, consistently jumping on chat with us, and build a little rapport with us, and we'll make you a moderator.
Yeah, like squad, you asked me that there, and that's the reason why I didn't say anything. I was going to get either. I'm in the same boat as Tubb Farmer. When it comes to it, like we said, Newell, Matt, Mr. T-Bone, Old Timer Dave, Scott Page, and 6 Wheel and Pop Hop, they've been with us for a while. They're staunch supporters of our channel. They're always in the chat with us and talking away to us, supporting us in everything we do. So, with that being said, I have now just made the likes of Newell, and Old Timer Dave, Matt, moderators, and
good deal.
They've been with us for a while, you know. So we don't just make moderators just because we want moderators on our channel. You have to kind of earn it with us, because we've seen we've seen people just making everybody and anybody moderators, and sometimes it works for them, sometimes it doesn't. So we don't want no messing on our channel to that kind of extent. So we're kind of like if you earn our trust, then there's no problem being moderators.
Matter of fact, I haven't done that. I need to do that, because they have been with us for a while. Matter of fact, let me do that right now.
There we go.
I got to switch out tractors anyway. All right, let's see.
Are you wanting to take this one over? And then I can pull the trailers with that case.
There we go.
Yes? No?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
I said, do you want to take the class one, and I'll take over the case.
That's.
And I'll pull the trailers with that one.
That's fine. Yep. Okay, there we go. Always tell people I need to give a blue wrench if I'm gonna hang out either. Like you guys, hang out either way. What you guys are doing, if it makes sense. No, it makes sense, Newell, but we do appreciate it, though. We really do. You guys have been so supportive, and we really, really appreciate it. Are you bringing it up right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
What trailer do you have? Do you want me to go? I'll run out to the farm first and pick up the other trailer, and then.
I have the 14,000 liter. We need to get the 21,000 liter.
Right, I'll run out to the farm first, and I'll pick up that one, and then I'll be down to you.
This is really neat, watching two perspectives on two monitors. Oh, yeah, I bet it is. Matt?
Mule, we only got one moderator on my channel, and that is Seeking Street. I did away with it for a long time on my channel for a while. Yeah, no, I'm kind of like, I was in the same boat as you. Like, I had one moderator on my channel since I started, and that was my daughter. And I went to go to a store that I don't need to go to. So she was the only moderator on my channel. Like I said a few minutes ago, I don't just give anybody that privilege of being a moderator. Like Shiloh, like in all fairness with Shiloh is he's my daughter's cousin on our mom's side, but apparently I'm his adopted dad. I didn't know about, but that's another story for another time. And even Shiloh's not a moderator on my channel, and I've known him for years. You know, so it's not like I don't want people to be moderator on my channel. I'm kind of like something like yourself. I don't just give anybody that privilege to be a moderator. And now I'm going to hear it now tomorrow from Shiloh. Why are you a moderator?
this thing's poor little Massey. It's really trying hard. It just ain't got enough oomph.
Well, you want to take this one over, then I'll bring that Massey back up to the yard here, and that's what we'll do.
Well,
and then I can bring down the other trailer with the Massey instead.
Yeah, as soon as you get here.
Well, with the case, I should say. Instead of me going all the way there and then leaving you in the lurch till they come back.
Oh, I understand, Squad, but we do appreciate you being here.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
He said that he can't be on very much because he's pretty busy. It's understandable. Well, and that happens with Chris and I. Well, not as much Chris as me. Whoa! Still backing. Sometimes we're unable to stream because of my work. I'm a police officer. Well, I'm actually the police chief where I'm at, and sometimes my work takes priority. So it is what it is, and we're unable to stream sometimes.
As far as our PS4 ID, if you don't mind, my PS4 is the same as my YouTube name, and Matt, Chris Larkin 72.
Why is this not picking it up now?
What?
Oh, because it's full. It's full. That's why.
Yeah, I'll drop this tractor off, I'll pick up the case, I'll pick up the other trailer back down to you there in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, I'm making circles.
That's the one good thing about that field. Our fields are actually so close to our farmyard, it's not like we have to go all over the map, you know?
I'm just making circles, trying to fill it up.
So, where is the case then?
It's in the shed there.
Oh, there you go. I do like this tractor though.
Alright, that's about as full as I'm gonna be able to get this thing.
Yeah, I ain't coming there now, gentlemen, so.
Okay. Back to what I was doing.
Hey guys, I'll say this again, especially for those.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Matt. I really appreciate that. I've been doing it for 30 years, and it can be the most rewarding or the most unrewarding, but I have a servant heart, and so I love what I do. So those that are unappreciative, it's okay. Sometimes folks that you're helping don't realize that you're actually a help to them, and having a servant heart is, having a non-biased thought process when it comes to that. I'm going to serve and protect any and everybody regardless of how they feel, and so I do appreciate that, Matt. I understand that because I'm a Marine. Hey, Squad Farmers, thank you for your service, for being a Marine. I have a great adoration for those that serve our country. I have a lot of Marines that work for me in the police department, as well as the Army and Navy. I've got some that were in the Navy. So I do appreciate your service. What was the Sydney horny movie within 70s? They call me Tubb Farmer. They call me Mr. Tibbs. Yeah, that was a great show. Great show. Yeah, good call, old timer Dave.
They call me Tubbs.
Yeah.
Miami Vice.
Oh yeah, that's much better. Now we're rocking and rolling. Here we go.
Actually, no, they call me Mr. Tubbs. Isn't that Sidney Poitier in that film?
Well, his name was Tibbs, and he actually said they call me Mr. Tibbs. So, but yeah, that was a great show. They call it Tubby Love, Shiloh.
Yeah, typical Shiloh.
Don't know why that popped into my head. That's okay. Old Timer Dave, no worries at all. It's a great show. I love that show. Ooh, easy driving. Oh yeah, now we're covering some ground. Dog, man, this thing's steers crazy. I gotta slow down just a bit.
I just got wrapped around a pole.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, well, I seen a cement truck coming and I got scared. Okay, hitting the pole right the left of the two.
It was when you said you were an officer of the law. Oh, okay, yeah, no worries at all. Old Timer Dave. Yeah, I tell you what, when I first started 30 years ago, it's definitely a different environment as opposed to today. Matter of fact, we've told all of our kids that we definitely didn't want them to get into law enforcement just because of how much it has changed. It's always been dangerous, but I think today, because you have such mixed sentiments about it, I've had friends. I had a good friend that was killed last year, just for the simple fact that somebody got upset, stalked him, and he was going to work one day and was in the parking lot, and the guy sniped him out in the parking lot, just because he didn't like either a decision he made, or I think it was a domestic he got upset with him about. He got arrested and was upset about it, but just horrible, I thought, lad, you were talking the other day, you came from a family of farmers, so you became a cop. Exactly, Newell. Exactly. Yeah, I'm actually the first farmer, or first person in my family that's ever been in law enforcement. And it was funny.
He went from a hard job to an easy job, you know what I mean?
Well, and so when I first told my dad that I was getting in law enforcement, he had a very peculiar look on his face. And I think it just took him by surprise. I guess he just never had thought that would be something I'd get into, I guess. I never really asked him, but he definitely was like, son, that's dangerous. I'm like, yeah, I mean, you carry a gun and potentially other people have guns, so yeah, I get it. It's real dangerous. That was about it, but I don't know I don't know how to take that, if he thought I was naive and maybe didn't understand the reality of the situation and the consequences that follow with it, or what. I don't know.
Well, basically then what you're trying to tell us is that you stood in front of your father and went, Dad, I prefer to face down a guy with a gun than a guy with a pitchfork.
Well, my dad, this is a funny thing you're saying that. My dad, when we were younger, he always talked about, how extremely dangerous farming was, because you have so much of equipment with moving parts, and he talked about just being cautious and safe, and didn't want us to get hurt or whatever. And I think kind of the ironic part is that I went from farming, which is extremely hard, laborious work and dangerous, to the extreme of being a cop that's probably 10 times dangerous than farming. But I really don't know. I never asked him, but I just remember the look on his face was like, he was just like, okay.
I don't know how to take that.
Yeah.
Like it's either I can sit behind the wheel of a tractor or sit behind a desk.
Yeah, well, the first many years of my career I was in patrol and stuff. So I've been a police chief, for 23, yeah, 23 years now.
It just dawned on me. You know that?
What's that?
That I know why you want to become a cop. Because you can retire from being a cop, but you can't retire from being a farmer.
Well, my dad did. We still own our land, and we lease out the land.
Right.
And that's
who runs the farm now?
I've got one of my cousins is farming it for us.
So it's still in the family, isn't it?
Well, my dad owns it, but my dad leases it out. So Dad doesn't have to do any work. He owns the land, and he gets a percentage of the crop.
So he hasn't retired?
Oh, yeah, he's retired. He's actually
No.
been retired for many years.
He's probably retired from working the land, but he hasn't retired from being a farmer.
Oh, he still loves being around it, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
Oh.
But but see, here's the thing. Even what I've been doing all these years, I still love going back home and, go jump on a tractor or harvester or something and just be a part of it. Once it gets in your blood, you never get rid of it. It's who I am. It's a part of me, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. But Daddy always said that he used to tell me, he said, "Son, you're just a repressed farmer." Because for many years, up until about 7 or 8 years ago, I've always had cattle and horses and rented land and cut hay and done stuff. But I'm trying to really gear up for retirement myself, and so I've quit doing as much. Which Jennifer wants me to get the horses and stuff back because they really enjoy that and miss that. But I got to where I got so busy at work, it's hard to just find time to go roping anymore. Yeah. And I do miss it. I love to go roping. I mean, every weekend we were always roping or doing something, messing with cattle or something. But
so is that something then that if you because I know you're telling me that you're thinking of retiring in 10 years?
I think I'm thinking about 10 to 12 is kind of what my original plan was to retire this coming year, but so like I told my wife, everything costs so much money. And everything's going good. I've got it good here.
Well, the way I look at it is, if you were thinking of going this year, and then you're like, I don't know. Right? The way I look at it is, if you're kind of feeling that way, then it means that you're not ready to retire. If you're like,
well, here's the thing.
So the bottom line is, you're not ready to retire yet. So.
Well, here's the thing. The citizens, I start talking like that, and the citizens here in my community are like, no, you need to stick around a while. They're like, you're the best police chief we've ever had, and you need to stick around. And I appreciate that and value that. And it's just like I tell my wife, bust out the cowboy hat and start singing, "I should have been a cowboy." No joke. I've done that many a times, especially around a campfire. So things are good. They pay me extremely good money for what I'm doing, and so I'm not losing any money by staying. Otherwise, I would go ahead and retire because, after a certain amount of time, which is about the 10 or 12 year mark, I'll start losing money. So it's by that time I could retire and save myself, $100, a month. So I'm actually getting $100 a month raise by retiring. So, but that's okay. I'll hang around as long as I can. It doesn't bother me. Okay, this field is done.
That's just a long-winded way of saying I'm not ready to retire yet.
Honestly, it's like I tell my boss all the time. I don't work for them anymore. I've been eligible for retirement for a few years. So I don't work for them anymore. They work for me. So if things go to hell in a handbasket and I don't like the way they're going, whether it be politically or whatever the case may be, then I can hang it up and I'm done. I'm not stuck in a position where I got to go find another job, or you see what I'm saying? So it's on my terms now, so
Right,
I don't.
So like the point I was going to say was, so if you do retire, right, in the next 10 years or so, do you think you'll go back to the horses, or do you think you're going to be kind of too old to kind of like do that?
I don't think you ever get too old to do that, to be honest with you. I do get concerned about getting hurt. I don't want to, make it that far and then get on a horse and get bucked off and, break a bone, or especially my damn neck or something. But, yeah, we're done down here. See, he can't drive, guys. So I do worry about that.
What the hell was that joke?
Well, it's called driving. But I think I'll probably get into consulting. One of the fortes, employment law is probably one of my bailiwicks. And I've done a lot of consulting now. I do a lot of consulting for a lot of other agencies, even larger agencies than mine. And hey, Mr. Tim, welcome to the house. It took me 4 years to get right in my head that I was ready to retire. I could do it. I just had to emotionally be ready. You know what, Howie? I think I'm with you on that. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm just not ready.
I agree with you. Shiloh goes, seeing your life flash before my eyes. You were playing chicken.
Let's see. Oh, you've been retired 10 years. I see a lot of people, at least in my area, either put off retirement as long as possible or come out of retirement after a year. Yeah, definitely, Newell. And I think a lot of it has to do with because they've done it so long, and I don't know if it becomes their identity and they have a routine or what the deal is. And so, I'm reading my chat and talking. I agree with you on that. Matt says, sounds like you have a good plan. Yeah, well, thank you, Matt. Yeah, I'm trying to. Newell, but I live in New York, where retirement is more of a dream than a reality. Oh man, right? So New York, expensive there. I had a friend that was a cop in New York, and man, yeah, that's a tough gig. 2 more years till I retire. Good deal, Squad Farms. Which field do I need to go to? I was talking. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Which field do you want to go? Field 22, 24.
Go to the one to your right. There you go. So, I've done a lot of consulting now. I don't get paid for it because of what I do. I used to work at with a maintenance guy. He was 79 years old, ran successful garlic farm, all things, but kept a regular maintenance job just for insurance. Oh, absolutely, I agree, Newell. So, my forte, like I said, one is employment law. Secondly, I have rebuilt as a police chief 3 other police departments that were let's see, the best word would be just they were in bad shape. They didn't have public trust, had a lot of negativity due to poor choices by officers and stuff like that. So that kind of became my forte, and I preach a lot about leadership and some other things like that. Mainly leadership. Okay, this trailer's full. And so as the years have gone by, I've kind of I have got a reputation about that, and so I'm also about building relationships, which is a part of leadership. Leadership. Yep, go ahead. Which is a part of leadership, because leadership is all about relationships. So at least building relationships, and which means that, as a police chief, you got to have a good rapport with your council, your city manager, and things of that nature. And so I try to bridge the gap with cities that are having trouble being able to do that through some processes and things. And a lot of it has to do with just simple communication, for real. Mr. T, let's see. Retiring, big life change, not only financially, but have to be ready in your head. It's hard to leave what you know and is secure. Oh, I agree, Howie. Yeah, that's probably that's a better way to put it. I said it was an identity thing, but it's like a security blanket probably more than anything. So
that is why I said to you, I don't think you're ready to retire yet.
Probably not. I'm happy doing what I'm doing, so but it's all good. I mean, as long as the citizens want me, the city manager's happy, then I'll stick around. But consulting, like I said, is probably something I would do on the side. And then, as a consultant, you start your own business and do it basically your own hours, your own time frame, and stuff like that. You can also negotiate your salary, which there's a lot of big money in consulting. So I'll do that for a little while until I kind of get tired. I know my wife's really ready to. She wants to do some more traveling and stuff like that, which is expensive, so I got to build up some more money for that. There was a police department in Missouri that there was a lot of internal corruption. The county sheriff had to take over for a bit. Oh man, Matt, yeah, I see that a lot, and it's unfortunate because if you had the right leadership in place, it's so easy to navigate those waters and turn that ship around. And a lot of it has to do with the leadership. And sometimes it means coming in and getting rid of some folks and starting over. Especially people with that old school mentality. A lot of them end up feeling useless and depressed without that stability. Yeah, I agree, Newell. You know when you're ready. Oh, I agree, Howie. I'll know when I'm ready. Yep. No pun intended, but I'll pull that trigger when I'm ready. When it's the right time. You feel in your bones and sort of what direction you wanna go in. Yeah, I agree, Shallow. Absolutely. I agree. Plus, I got to entertain Chris, so it's too early for me to retire. I gotta have a real job to pay for my hobby here.
In other words, you just want to put up with me 24/7.
Oh shit, 24/7. Whoa. Wait a minute. Okay, this one's full. Here you go.
That one full?
Yeah, it's full.
Chris, fun fact time. Since you live across the pond, do you know why they drive on the left side of the road in the UK and such other places do that?
Exactly, Howie. We're always playing musical maps.
No, do you know something? I don't really know. I think it has. I don't know. I think it's like what we always said over here. The reason why it's like that is because of the way our gear shifters and all are.
Oh my gosh, Squad Farmers, that's not a good way to retire.
To be honest with you, I don't know the answer to that.
Different every day, yeah.
Why we drive on the left and you drive on the right. I was right. Yeah, I don't know the answer.
What is it now?
So if you know the answer, please let me know. Why Ireland and England and like even Australia drives on the right, on the left hand side of the road. So,
Yes, they do.
I think it's to do with the Commonwealth.
I believe that's correct. Oh, Japan drives on the left-hand side?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, Howie just said they drive on the left-hand side as well. Interesting.
So Sherlock goes, oh man, no one wants to do that.
Alright.
24/7, you'll be in the
This one's
mud
full.
speaking from experience. Don't go back. Newell then says, so the reason I found when I was playing ETS, it was to keep your sword hand free. Back in the Middle Ages, most people were right-handed and you didn't know who you would encounter. I suppose it could be a plausible reason.
Here you go, right here.
So if that's so, then I presume then that's the same then for the States because of your gun hand. Would that be it? If that's the same reason as.
What are you talking about, gun hand?
No, Newell said that when he was playing ETS, that was one of the reasons that you to drive in on the left is to keep your sword hand free.
Interesting. That makes sense.
So if that's the case, then that there probably will be the same for the States. Why you drive on the right because of your gun hand.
Well, unless you're left-handed. I mean, it would be plausible. Hey, get at it.
Neil goes, archaeologists have discovered evidence suggesting that the Romans drove carts and wagons on the left, and it is known that Roman soldiers always marched on the left. That is true. I know that.
Right, yes, that is accurate.
That last part I had to copy, but the rest I looked up beforehand. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
You can't beat it.
Not Google.
Let me see. Shiloh said something. Of course, in Britain and Ireland, you'll be driving on the left-hand side of the road. Right, that side originally was in order for you to drive defensively. Yeah, that's just what Neil said there, buddy. Yep, that's what Neil said. That's why I said was the same then with the in the States because of the gun hand. Interesting facts, I suppose, because I didn't know that. I always thought it had something to do with the Commonwealth and England because the English, the Queen always waved with her right hand.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah. She never waves with her left hand.
Maybe she's right-handed though.
Yeah, but the Queen Mother, the Queen's mother's mother, she was left-handed and she always waved with her right hand.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Well, that's interesting. Good history lesson here. Well, that's cool. I love watching y'all dudes content. Oh, well, thank you, Squad Farmer. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. I don't know that we're your typical YouTubers. Chris and I are just two old farts. Yeah, we're just two old farts on here that love the game and like to share our experience with other people. So, if you want to see a comical outfit and sometimes how to not do stuff, yeah, we're your guys.
Oh yeah, Tonight is very tame to what some nights
Oh,
could be.
yeah. Yeah, sometimes Chris's cheese will slide off his cracker, and he's all bent out of shape and upset about something, so I got to listen to that most of the night. And then when he's really happy, thank God he hasn't been that way in a long time, he goes to singing. Jesus. And y'all haven't experienced that, because he's always pulling out like a rhinestone cowboy. What the hell? Oh my God.
Ride your cowboy.
What was that other crazy damn song you were always singing? Something about a fig and a trig, a fig or something. I can't remember. It's an Irish rhyme.
What? A fig and a what?
I don't know. It's an Irish rhyme. You started out with something. I don't know. But anyway, it was insane. Here you go. This one's full.
Matt just went, yeehaw!
I know we've had some interesting ones for sure. Hey, brother, we got. Do we have the?
That is it. Yeah, that's the one. It's the Rattling Bog.
There you go, Rattling Bog. That's it. There you go. Thank you, Shallow. Brother, we got this other one to do on the other side, you said?
322, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Good enough.
Oh, road, the Rattling Bog, the bog.
No. I just was making a comment.
And in the bog there was a hole, a rare hole, a rattling hole. The hole, the bog down in the valley of.
If you want to mute your sound right now, you can.
You might as well, because there's 25 verses of that song.
Yeah. I had to listen to all of it one time. We were on Washoe, Nevada, and it's when Chris and I had first started streaming. Y'all can go back and find it, but he was bored because there wasn't anybody commenting or anything, so he decided to go for it. But anyway, well, while we're kind of here to stand still in the chat, I do want to thank all of you for being here. We really appreciate it. Thanks for the chat, the conversation. The conversation, no matter where it leads us to, we really, Chris and I are just, last night we were talking, and we're just overwhelmed, and definitely are heartfelt with all the support and everybody that comes in here and chats with us, and like I said, just wanting to watch us two old guys play Farm Sim. So we're very appreciative, but thank you for being here for sure.
Oh yeah.
Alright, here you go, brother. This one's done.
Like what myself and Tubb is always saying that if it wasn't for you being in the chat and having a blagger with us and coming along with us for the crazy ride, sometimes it's boring, sometimes it isn't, sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's just tedious and obnoxious and stuff, but if it wasn't
right,
for
Howie.
you, if it wasn't for you with us and coming along with us and keeping the chat going and asking us questions or whatever and stuff like that, it'll be just the very same as myself and Tubbs just playing the game like we always do. Because like this is nothing for myself and Tubbs. Like what myself and Tubbs always play like this. You know? Like we're always on YouTube on Farm Sim. Normally like leading up to before the holidays where Tubbs is getting really busy, we're on it nearly every day of the week. And sometimes we'd be on our own single maps, but yet we still in party chat for hours.
Yeah.
Because that's just the way it is. I mean, like, what we both love this game and everything else, and it's a fantastic game. So having you to come along with us, it's
thanks,
making
Matt.
it better for us.
Matt says you guys actually have a good conversation topic. Well, thanks, Matt. We appreciate that. Because honestly, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes Chris and I'll get off and we're like, "Well, that went okay," or "Is it 7:30?" Because it kicked me again. Every time at 7:30 it kicks me off a giant server. But I do appreciate that. And hit the bell on both channels. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Alright, so I apologize for this. I don't know what's up with Giant's server. But for me here in Texas, every time it kicks me at 7:30 my time, Texas time. Alright, brother, you're going to have to send me another invite. For some reason, it's not picking up the old invite. It says it no longer exists. But I apologize for this, y'all. And hit the bell on both channels. Yeah, thank you, New All. The naughty routine at Tubb. Yeah, I know. I don't know what it is. Texas time, 7:30, giant server kicks me every time. And I don't know what's going on. Don't know why it does that.
Why is it not letting me send you the invite here?
So you booted me permanently?
No.
Do you think it's the server on your side from Giants?
No, like I can send it. It's just that my no, not let me send it.
What do you mean? Let's see what we got here. Let's see.
Okay.
Shallow said, "Oh, Squad Farmers, thanks." He said he just subscribed to both of us. Thank you, Squad Farmers. Shallow says, "I think is Giants are kicking you on purpose. I think is because playing with Crispy." It's probably.
That.
Let's see. Yeah, it says your invitation is no longer available. Yep.
Right analog there just to see can I send you invite, but it's not letting me.
Well, I'm still up and running. I've still got my broadcast going and everything, brother. I don't know. It's not letting Chris invite a friend. That's what he said. I don't know what's up with that, Howie.
It's not letting me invite anyone, whatever the fucking story is. So do you want to go the other way then? Go into
just,
into the
let me see if I can. Okay, all right. Yep. If I can find it here. What's the name of the game?
CT
right.
GVM, I think it is.
All right. Is the password this? Yep.
Got
it. I got it, brother. No worries.
Yeah, for some reason, it's not letting me invite you. What the hell?
Yeah, Howie said he's watching your stream. He said he saw it too. He said it wouldn't let me invite. I'm getting in now, brother. No worries.
That is a strange one, that is.
Well, it saved the password, so it's no big deal. We're good. But have you noticed the last 3 nights? I said 7:30, but 7:26 every night. It has done that to me for the last 3 nights. And it's not an internet issue, because if it was, then my broadcast would have been brought down.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know, and I'm sorry about that, y'all. Y'all just be patient with us. I really apologize for that.
So anyway, we get back to the chat there when you're coming in there. So Newell goes to Rattling Bog. I love that old tune. When I was working overnights at Walmart, I got into an Irish folk tune mood sometimes. The Rattling Bog. Oh shoot, I can't even remember the names now.
Oh really?
Oh, trust me, you don't want me to actually start singing the Rattling Bog.
Howie said that YouTube won't let him comment on your stream, Chris.
Serious?
That's what he said. That's what you just told me.
That is strange because my comment is still up here. You know, so thanks very much, Old Timer Dave and Newell, for that. We do appreciate it.
Howie says there's no text box for him showing up.
What? That's weird.
Yeah, it is.
Because Matt still because Matt just commented there now, so and he's saying that my stream quality just went down.
It went down?
Yeah.
That's probably why it kicked me off of the server then. I'm almost there. Let me get around over there.
So Matt goes, yeah, his stream quality just went down, and then I know that mine's still at 720. I don't know what the hell is going on tonight. Absolutely strange. Absolutely strange. So with that being said, guys, thank you for those who are going to stay with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we do. Alright, brother, I'm done
as
with
we
this.
say, everything can happen in this. Shyla goes, I can see it fine sometimes. You have closed out the stream and go back into the stream. You have to close out the stream and go back into the stream. That's what he's saying. That is. Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Have you got storms going on again tonight or anything?
No.
Bizarre.
It's as quiet as anything over here now.
Quiet as a church mouse.
And then Matt said he will try that, and then Noel goes, yeah, I'm having no issues watching your stream. No, but for 720, everything is good.
Okay. What the heck?
Strange.
Oh, you sucker.
And then Matt goes, much better now. So yeah, it's a weird one. It is absolutely weird. But then, as we said, every night around this time, this shit happens.
Yeah, it gets weird on us.
Right, and here's the weird thing, right? Here is the weird thing, right? There's no one else here that's on my internet, right? So it's just me. Right? And so there's no one else to take up the internet for the drop or something like that. Like, so I don't know why it's doing what it is, what it's doing. Unless
the dog or the cat's on the internet you don't know about.
Yeah, get off it. The cat probably watching cat videos on YouTube.
Yeah, he's watching the catnip channel. Howie says he can't even see other people's posts on there. I wonder, do you think, Howie, maybe your internet's running behind or anything like that or something? Well, I don't know, because if you see mine, it shouldn't. So, that is bizarre.
Like, I'm not saying how you haven't done it, because I know you know exactly what you're doing, but have you got the live chat open? Like, I'm not saying you don't, I'm just not throwing...
Oh, you can see them? Okay. He said he can see them. Good deal.
Yeah, so anyway, guys, there probably will be... Oh my god! I do apologise for a certain driver on the map, okay?
Yeah, whatever. You ain't got no room to talk.
Hold on here, because there is a difference. I am not a professionally trained driver, okay?
Hey, John Brock, welcome to the channel. Thanks for the like so much.
JB is in the house.
Yes, chat is connected, but no text box. Oh, that's weird, Howie. Okay, here you go, brother. Done.
Shyla goes, well, my cat is called Loki. He is known to be a trickster. Oh, that is for sure.
Alright. John, how are you tonight?
So, do we have much left in this field?
No, we're done. We're done, brother. That's it.
Okay, then, so I need to
Good, John. Good to hear. Good to hear. Glad you're here, brother.
I compress this then, and then you get a set.
So, I'm gonna. Do you think since these two are going to be our grass fields, you want to just leave this milling station up here is what I was thinking, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And then what we do then is we can go down to our field 62. We can grab the plough and the cultivator. What we need to do, we can get that one ploughed around, get it transferred. And then just before we finish, because we'll have 4 fields to sort out, that's when we can do our crop planter.
All right. Yeah, and we still gotta cultivate those other fields because they're not going to come out right.
So I think that's probably the best way to do it. Instead of doing it now and then having to worry about what we're going to put into them, if we just get them all cultivated, redone again, and then we start off fresh with fresh fields.
Okay.
And we can go from there.
Let's see. Are you all using Platinum Edition? Yeah, we are, Matt. We're using the Platinum Edition. Okay, somebody left a trailer here in the driveway. I bet he's Irish.
I wonder who that was. If you find him, sack him.
A little Irishman.
It's only a little leprechaun. Don't worry.
What the heck?
It's all good.
Let's see. What you got, squad? Squad, as soon as I get done with the stream, I'll be more than happy to subscribe to you, buddy. Be more than happy to.
Yeah, guys, so we'll put it out there now because myself and Tubb was just talking about it there today. On Christmas Day at about 3 o'clock my time, which will be 9 a.m. in the States, just to let you know, because we're 6 hours ahead, we're going to be holding a Christmas special, but we're going to open it up to our viewers and subscribers and our community. Now, naturally, we can only have 4 people join us because we're on console, so we can only have 6 people. It will be on Sussex. The map is ready to go for a special. It will probably be a harvesting special because we have 6 fields that need to be harvested and they're all fairly good sizes and stuff. So, anybody who wants to join us, like I said, there's
10
only 4
a.m.
spaces
there,
for grabs. We can accommodate you. Okay, so that'll be on Christmas Day. So if anyone's around and you just want a bit of farming, a bit of streaming, and join us on a map, you're more than happy to join us.
Be back soon, kids. Just got home. No worries, Newell. Yeah, family first. I understand that.
Yep.
I've missed many a streams because my grandbaby and kids are here. No worries. All right, so we're gonna plow 62 then, right? Is that kind of the
plow,
direction?
cultivated,
Okay,
get it turned around, and then we'll go to fields 32 and 34 and we get them sorted.
Do you want your cloths back?
Then we can come up. No, you can bring the cloth.
Well, I'm bringing it up there, but if you want it back, I'll jump on the case. I like the case.
I'm just getting the compacting here done, so.
Okay. Well, I'm going to leave the cloths up here at the farmyard, and I'll let you have it. Let's see. I got to go. Hope y'all have a wonderful Christmas, and I'll see you later. Squad Farms, thank you for being here. I appreciate the subscribe and the like, and you have a wonderful Christmas, buddy, and I hope you have a great New Year if we don't see you before then.
Exactly. I second all that, squads. Thank you very much for jumping in, brother. We do appreciate each and every one of you, and as Tubb said, we do appreciate the likes, guys. Even the dislikes.
Oh, absolutely.
We don't mind it. It's all good. Because the way we feel about it is, even if you give us a dislike, it means that you watched us.
That's right. Hey, and you know how it is. It may not be for everyone what we do, so
No.
that's okay. Life goes on.
But like, to give us a dislike, it means you have to watch us, so it's all
What
good.
did I do? What did I do? Did I pull another Chris? Where am I at? Yeah, I did. I'm going up that way. Do I need to turn around? Yep. Gotta go back behind me. Another Chris.
And there we go.
Another Chris.
100% compacted. It's not a whole lot, but it's going to do for our cows. We have 171,000 liters plus, so good.
That's not bad.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, that's going to help us out a bunch. Plus, I mean, what we don't use, we can sell to get extra money or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right, there's our farm right there. Good deal, good deal.
And like I said, we still have crops we can sell as well, so it's not like we're going to be stuck for money anytime soon. I know, like, looking up at the bank and you see 30,000 is not a whole lot, but
We're not
in dire need.
Broke.
No, we're not in dire need, so.
Yeah, we're not broke.
Come on, truck, come on.
Ooh. I gotta do this third person. Alright.
Matt, I sent you my request in a little bit. She'll come through. Yeah, I got that earlier on there, Matt. And as soon as I am finished, I am definitely going to accept the runner.
Alright, good deal. Alright, there's your cloth. Are you on the case?
Yeah, I'm coming back to the main farm.
I should have known.
Sorry.
Should have known better.
Should have known better.
Always. See, he buys the cloth, but see what I end up with? There's nothing wrong with the cloth. I bought the case because I'm a little bit partial to the case. Who's on the case now?
Okay. Right. Do I have to go back over the stream about 45 minutes ago?
Yeah. Actually, actually, yes. I want you to. I want you to.
To explain how events transpired, the reason why you're driving the class and I'm in the case.
Well, at least I'm driving.
You weren't driving the right because you're trying to run me off the road half the times. Yeah.
You got in my way. Your excuses are no good to me, Professor, and your assessments are off keel.
Right. Okay. So why don't you try this first, right? For a change, right? Just to try it once and see how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Open your eyes when you're driving.
Is that so? Is that all you got? Because I'm telling you right now, if this was a comedy club, man, you'd be booed tomatoes. That's what I'm thinking.
Booed tomatoes.
Yeah, they boo you and then they throw tomatoes at you and boo you.
Boo tomatoes.
I mean,
boo.
Seriously, that was more like a slope. It wasn't a quip.
Hey Zeke, how you doing, buddy? How is things?
Hey Zeke, welcome.
Zeke and Streak.
Zeke and Streak. Glad to have you here, buddy. Oh, that's a nice looking case. Alright. So I'm gonna grab the plow and head over there to 62 and start working on it.
Right, so that will need to be lime, so I'll grab the limer and I'll follow you down there.
Alright, perfect. You can get off now. Get out of there. Hey, come back here. Mm-hmm. And you left it dirty, of course.
So what is in this? Is there lime in it or is there fertilizer in it?
I think it's fertilizer is what we were doing last, to be honest with you.
No, fertilizer.
That's what I said.
Right, so I don't think we need to fertilize field 18. I think that's done, but I'll check anyway over here.
It was grass, so it should have one stake on it already, right?
No, it has two.
Oh, it does have two? Okay.
Right, so field 32 needs to be fertilized the second time, but we're actually going to plow that back in again. Okay. So it's only grass there.
Yeah, he does that all the time to me, Howie. No fuel. He doesn't wash it. He treats all the equipment that I buy personally because I like it. He treats it like crap. He doesn't even armor all the inside or nothing. This is what I deal with on a daily basis.
My philosophy is a dirty tractor is a working tractor, okay?
Yeah. Sounds like an excuse, not a philosophy. Howie laughed. He said laugh out loud. I mean, look at the inside. There's probably dirty footprints everywhere. Look at the windows on this, Howie. He didn't even wash the windows or nothing. Probably got dirty. He's got dirty fingerprints all over the gears there too.
Let me see. You did say that you were the last person to use this lime better.
No, it was you. I was plowing.
Right, so that's the reason why it's dirty. Why?
Because you used
it. Yes, exactly. It's dirty. It was a working implement, right?
Yeah, so I don't know where you're going with this, but I'll play along.
Good man. I know you see it my way.
What the hell? Is that the Irish way? You'll see it my way. What the hell is that? In Texas, we call that some bullshit. Or either that or what the hell are you talking about?
What you talking about, Willis?
Exactly. Shiloh sounds like a lazy, insubordinate, terrible joke of a farmer. Tim says, well, I do have to agree with Chris. A dirty tractor is a working tractor.
Thank you. Well done. Yes, see? Someone else will know the value of a working tractor.
Don't encourage him, Howie. Your stuff don't come. Howie says, "Don't come to my farm. My stuff's filthy." Yeah, you're only encouraging, though, Chris. Though here, sometimes, and here's the thing, y'all. I mean, seriously, we'll be doing this, and he is just talking, and I'm sitting here plowing or doing whatever, and I will find him while he's talking. Sometimes he's walking around his farmyard and talking, and I'm like, what the heck are you doing? Well, I was talking. We'll go to work, man. What the hell? And then he'll stop. What was I doing? Well, hell, I don't know. God.
It's not my fault the magic mushrooms were off at that moment.
Oh gosh, that's funny.
Like those shrooms, they're a deadly thing they are.
Well, the funny part is you're just running around in circles and talking, and I don't know if it's just you're not thinking about it and you're just trying to get your thoughts or what, but
I tell you, it's the shrooms. It's the magic mushrooms wearing off at that moment.
Tim says it's kind of like putting others to work, logging. Oh, yes, exactly, Howie. Exactly. We were talking about that with Matt and Mr. T-Bone and Six Wheel and Pop Pop the other night. And matter of fact, we mentioned how you and I ended up having to clean up that nasty mess up there. Chris's idea about logging is going and getting a contract and running off and letting us deal with it, with all the lag and everything.
Hey, you're forgetting one thing. It worked.
What according to your plan? I do. That sucked. That was probably the worst on that multiplayer we had to do, Howie. Oh man, that sucked. I mean, we got through it, but it sucked. He says, "No, Chris, we're not going to let that go." Oh man, yeah, that was that was horrible that time. I mean, it ended up looking nice when it was done.
The paperwork is still being filed with the union. That's all I can say.
That's when Howie and I tried to create the union and file a complaint with the union, the farmers union.
Oh no, it was filed.
Yeah, not according to you, because you were the self-proclaimed president or whatever.
No, it was filed. It was filed under never to be seen again. That's all I can say.
Yeah, you know what we call that? That's file 13 in Texas, which is usually the trash.
Well, I was being polite, okay? I didn't want to upset your feelings.
Oh, far be it from. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Like, in all fairness, like, you see what I have to put up with, guys? Mutiny.
You have to put up with.
You mean, people putting down their implements and their tractor keys and throwing a tantrum because I had to I made them do logging. Filing a complaint to the union over it.
The circular, what was it? Oh, the circular file? Yeah, exactly, Howie. What is it? What's this Irish thing you're talking about? I missed part of it. What?
I mean, like I could file that under insubordination and it didn't work. So
insubordination?
Yeah.
Boy, the definitions between Ireland and Texas are totally different. Insubordination. What the hell? Alright. Oh crap, I missed that little piece right there. So everybody, thanks for hanging out with us, watching us here on Greenwich. Chris and I are trying to create a few more fields so that we actually can make some money. In seasons, it's kind of hard to make money, especially with this spending a lot of time on this. But we appreciate y'all being patient with us and hanging out with us.
Yeah, we do.
You know, if you turn that plow around, you'll go faster and it will still plow. Yeah, I do. Well, I don't know, honestly, Old Timer Dave. This way, okay, so we'll see. Like this, I can go up to 10 miles an hour. So if I go this other way...
Now remember, now you're going up a hill.
Yeah. Well, I'll go down the hill too. But the other way, it'll go 10 as well, whether you're going up or down the hill. This way...
Why didn't you stick it on the front of the tractor?
What? Oh, come on. So like this, I can only get the 9 going up the hill. 8 or 9. And then if I go downhill, I think the most it'll reach is 10. I may be wrong. We'll test it here. But if I have it that way, it consistently always goes 10 miles per hour.
Now what if you push it?
Yeah. Your excuses are no good to me, Professor. 9. So that's why I pull it the way that I do, because I can always consistently get 10 miles an hour this way.
Right, so are you finished in that then, are you?
Yeah, I just got a little piece here.
You want to go and grab...
Yeah. The whole timer Dave goes, never mind.
I was going to say, do you want to go grab the fertilizer? But I have the fertilizer.
Yeah, sure.
Never mind that. Right, not happening.
Alright, done deal. Do I need to go plow 18, you said?
No, it's already done.
Okay.
There's nothing growing in 18, I don't think.
Oy, oy. Always forget.
So, it'll be fields 32 and 34. Will have to be done again, unless we can actually implement those two crops into our fields.
I think the ground temperature's too cold, honestly. Because, I mean, we're only at 39 degrees ground temperature, so I don't... Those crops are not going to germinate. It's too cold.
Alright, so then...
so
we don't have to plow it up, but we can cultivate it out.
Yeah, just cultivate it, yeah.
Yeah. So, we also have to cultivate in field 62 there as well, so...
Yeah, I'll cultivate this one while you're fertilizing over there.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Yep. Scott Page is in the house. Yo.
SP himself.
How you doing?
How
you doing, Scott? Thanks for being here. Glad to see you, brother. What are you doing there? Showing off your backing up skills?
No, I always want to know why we can't unload into the sheds.
Unload into the sheds. That I do not know.
But in this one we can.
Alright.
Because we only have one pallet to pick up, so maybe that's why it was a lot of one there.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll go ahead and cultivate this, because we gotta start all over anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, so what we'll do is we will cultivate those two fields. I will fertilize field 62, and then we can get at the, our crop planner, and then we can call it in at that if we want to.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Do you want to go into the next day, since it's already, so we can have daylight? Because it's not hurting anything.
No, I was going to say, like, will it actually hurt to fertilize them, but we're going to...
No, it's not going to hurt anything.
Right. Give me 1 second.
Because we don't have anything temperature-wise that we can plan anyway right now. If you want to go into the next day so we can see. Plus it'd be a
little... in the house. Put on the tea. I brought my friend home for supper. A bit of John Wayne there, the Quiet Man.
Yeah, John Wayne. Alright.
Right, so
There we go. What the heck? Oh, I'm under the map. Got it.
yeah. I thought they actually fixed this thing with synchronized
Apparently not.
in the update that time.
Yeah, give me just a sec. I'll be right back. Right back.
So we're back again. Daylight, well hey. Exactly, Zeke, the Quiet Man. Fantastic movie. So take all this up. We go and get the rest of it done. Okay. Let's go and get the fertilization done.
Alright, sorry about that. Coffee. Runs right through you at this time of night.
Yep. It always has to be done.
Yeah, it does. It does. Alright. Oh yeah, much better. We can see in the day. And so the reason, for those of you that don't know why we're doing this, we're plowing this because, or cultivating, sorry, because Chris and I, when we first started this, we didn't really understand the full concept of seasons, and we planted way too early and didn't understand the rotation of crops. But I think we've got a good concept of it now. We jumped on Farmer Klein. Have to give him kudos for the seasons and understanding how to rotate your crops. So we're plowing this up so that we can get the right crops planted and have a good crop rotation.
Yeah.
According to seasons mod. So learning curve on our part.
Oh, I know. I will say this: our planner is going to get a major overhaul.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, Zeke. Exactly. Woman in the house, where's my tea? Bring that brother home for supper.
Mm-hmm. And I'm so glad there's no collisions on these electrical poles. Greatest thing. Hey, squad, glad you're back.
You know that you left a bit of grass, part over here not.
Hmm?
There's parts over here not plowed. Just thought I'd let you know that.
Yeah, well, somebody was liming while I was plowing, and it was getting dark.
Your excuses do not sit well with me.
Well, it happens, Professor. It happens. And at the wages you're paying right now,
What, you're getting paid? I have talked to the accountant.
I was fixing to say. Yeah, I was fixing to say.
There's something wrong there.
It's like working in a sweatshop here.
How did you sneak that one in?
Sneak. There ain't nothing to sneak. You're Irish. There's nothing sneaky.
It's time to go into the house and have a word with the woman. That's not allowed. She's getting sacked right now.
I ain't having no word with my wife. You already know my wife. There ain't no words with my wife. She does all the words.
I mean, that's just giving away good money.
That's what I keep telling my wife. Hey, Scott said, "Put up or shut up, Chris."
Hey, I'll shut up.
Yeah,
it's cheaper.
I was fixing to say, you get Jennifer involved in this conversation, and both of us will be in trouble. She's little bitty, but she's dangerous.
You're not finished, are you?
What? Oh, it's like that, is it? Okay. Got jokes.
Right, so when you're done that, then I will just have a quick gander at our. That's it. Hit the pole. No one's in it.
And
doesn't count when it's not seen.
Good. You know what's sad? Good bosses are hard to find.
You know the reason why, don't you?
I don't know, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
A good boss is no boss. I mean, we're not here to make friends.
Is that what it is? This is the old school rule. I'm not your buddy. Shoot, man, 30 years ago, I used to hear that a lot. I'm not your friend, I'm not your buddy. Yeah, okay. Do you know how many people are in line for your job? Nope, ain't seen no line yet. Who wants to get in line to get shot at?
You had canola in this one, and I had soybeans in the other one, so.
What you running around in circles for again?
I was checking what we had planted, and our previous and before previous.
This one was fallow, but I don't remember what the crop was. I think it was cereal.
It was canola.
Okay.
That's what you put into it, and this was fallow, and then I have put in sunflowers.
Okay. All right. Good enough.
So then 18 was fallow, but it was grass. So.
All right. Perfect.
Right. So I'm going to say field 32 then will be our first field. Field 34, one we're doing now, then will be our second field. Field 18 will be our third, and field 62 will be our fourth.
Yeah, you keep up with that. I ain't good. Squad, we finished up. We finished up cutting the grass and turning it or putting it in the silage pit. And right now, Chris and I had originally not understanding completely about seasons when we started this episode, how it worked. I think we have a better understanding. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that we know what we're doing, but we think we have a better understanding. And we planted too soon, which means the ground temperature is too cold, so the germination would not be good on this. So we're going to plow 33 and 32, or cultivate 32 and 33, and wait for the ground temperature, and then start planting our crops again when the ground temperature is better. Because let's see, where are we at right now? So if you look on there right now, the only two things that are in the white are your potatoes and sugar beets, which means that those two crops are good to plant right now, but based on our temperature. Everything else in the blue means that the ground temperature is not currently warm enough for them to plant. And so if you look at our ground temperature, it's 41 degrees. The top temperature is the ambient temperature, which is 44 degrees. And all of mine is in Fahrenheit. Chris does his in Celsius because he's in Europe. So which would be a little bit different.
But I can change it to Fahrenheit. It really makes a difference. Like
No, brother. You understand Celsius. It's okay. No worries.
Right. So, I just said everything is in blues. We're actually now going into our 4th day of our 6-day cycle. So summer's coming up. But this should have been our planting season. So, even though we can plant sugar beets and all now, but it's running to the end of the planting season, so I doubt if we're going to get a chance to do them.
Right. It'd be too short of a season. They wouldn't have a good yield. Mm-hmm.
No. So our best bet for planting them will be soybeans and corn, only for our temperatures not letting us do
You're welcome, Squad Farms.
We can still get away with wheat, barley and oats, but I say that's going to be a late autumn plantation for those.
Yeah, Scott, I think, did we do Midwest USA on this? Yeah, Scott, we did, the geo is USA Midwest is what's on this, even though it's a Europe map. Chris and I kind of talked about it, and we felt like that was kind of a good fit for what he and I like to plant. So that's the geo we added to this.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at the moment. If we were to go ahead with sugar beets and potatoes, it's a very small cycle for it to actually grow. So we're probably looking at soybeans and corn, which is next ones. The wheat, barley and oats, from what I can gather, they still have a bit there to go, but if we leave that for late summer, we can go in for the winter weeks going into the autumn. Cotton is coming up shortly.
Cotton, possibly. Yeah, right, Howie. I love cotton.
Canola and sunflowers, we can still get away with that to a certain extent.
Howie's already brought up cotton. Man after my own heart. Man after my own heart.
I saw that. So what I'm going to do now first is I'm going to actually put what was in our previous fields. So like I said, we're going to have field 32 as field 1, field 33 as field 2, field 16 as field 4, and field 62 as field 4. So 16 is field 3 and field 62 is field 4. So with that being said, this was fallow and fallow. So, right. So.
Oh, you do too, Scott? I do too. I love cotton. It definitely is a money maker. I really love cotton. But seasons is kind of a really change when it comes.
Fallow.
Can you have more than one geo in a map? I don't think so, Squad. I think you have to pick one or the other.
But you're going to confuse the game, so you're better off just having either seasons by itself.
Yeah.
At the base one, or with just one geo.
Right. I think it doesn't allow that, but there you go, Timer Dave. Yeah, nope, I don't think you can either. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, I forgot. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. So, for all you that are here, I mean, Old Timer Dave, Matt, Newall, and Six Wheeling Pop, Mr. T-Bone, always been supportive of the channel, and we really appreciate it. We're always telling you to go over there. But also, y'all, Mr. Tim that's with us is one of our community members and has been with us a very, very long time since we began, and he's in the chat. Y'all make sure to go check out his channel. He has a channel as well.
Yes, I agree. That's what I'm actually doing at the moment.
And,
I'm just checking the winter forecast.
Make sure to subscribe to him. Howie, it's good to see you back and with us, but he has been with us since Chris and I started this. Y'all make sure to go check out his channel. Make sure to subscribe to him as well. On Lone Oak, I made $200K off of semi-trade. Oh yeah, Scott, I love cotton. Matter of fact, there for a while, Chris would get aggravated from time to time at me because I'd plant so much cotton. And then after that, then he understood, you know, the concept, and he would plant cotton as a cash crop so that he could build up enough money so that he could buy the equipment and do some of the things around the farm that he needed to. So Chris and I really like cotton, but seasons I think is going to be really a change because of so much realism that it adds to the game. So it really pressures you into really thinking heavily about being very strategic about the crops that you plant so that you can secure your own finances, because you know you can't just run cotton because the yields go down without the proper crop rotation. So, and I really like that aspect of it.
Okay, Tubbs.
Hey Scott, thanks for subbing to Mr. Tim, Howie.
Exactly. Oh, definitely. Exactly.
He's been guy, you know? Yeah, Howie's been with us a long, and I keep saying Howie, y'all. His YouTube channel is Mr. Tim, but Howie's a good friend of ours, and we know him as Howie, so we really appreciate y'all doing that.
So, Tubbs, if you bring up your calendar for a second.
Okay.
The only ones I can say we can actually have a go at will be either canola and sunflowers, and probably wheat, barley, and oats. They're the lowest. Apart from potatoes and sugar, people, like, we're coming out of the cycle for those. So.
You mean temperature-wise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like all the rest are in their tens.
That's fine. I'm gonna let you manage that end of it. That's fine.
Cotton is in his 10. I don't think our ground soil is going to raise enough to actually even think about cotton this time around.
Yeah, I'll just let you manage that end of it. I'm not going to worry too much about it on this map. I'll just let you set up the plans.
Right, so let's see.
For the rotation.
Canola and sunflowers anyway, we'll try them and see what the story is.
Oh, come on, what is it doing? Are you buying something?
No, I'm in the the crop rotation here.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I don't know why I just glitched like a crazy man. I just joined your family, Mr. Tim. Matt, thanks so much. You guys are so supportive, and I appreciate Howie and stuff like that. But you guys are awesome. I don't even have the words to even begin to thank you guys, how supportive you are. So thanks so much.
Okay, I'm barley. We'll try barley as well.
Y'all are an awesome group of individuals. So I'm just very thankful that we were able to meet y'all on this farming community, and we're extremely fortunate to have you guys just even come in and join us and watch us.
Right, so next time round, we'll try cotton in one of the fields. Not more, but that's going on. Cereal oats.
And just so most of y'all don't know, but Howie has been with us from the beginning. That he used to jump in multiplayers with us, and even before we. Well, actually, Howie's been on us when we even streamed. So he's been with us way at the very beginning.
He's been with us for a while.
Yeah, almost a year now. So, and he's always been supportive. So we appreciate him being here. And I think that's a beauty. Chris and I talk about this a lot. I think that's a beauty about Farm Sim, is that it is a very specific and unique community. And the folks that you get to meet here is just phenomenal. Especially if you enjoy that kind of that farming atmosphere and background. And so, geez, now I'm starting to feel old. Yeah, you're not old, Howie. You're only as old as what you feel, brother. But I really enjoy, and I think that's what's another attraction about Farm Sim, and why Chris and I actually started doing what we're doing, is just to reach out and even build more relationships already what we had with Farm Sim. I had a marriage that didn't last that long. Laugh out loud, okay. Chris and I had met about a year ago, a little over a year ago now, I think, and on a multiplayer, and he's just as passionate as I am about this game, and after some time that we were playing this,
well, guys, anybody who's watching my channel, what do you think of that planner?
Hang on just a minute.
I'm thinking, yeah, we could go with that one.
Give me just
all
a sec.
High yield,
Be right back.
all different crops in different
I
fields as we
came
go
from
along.
a farming background. That's why I like. Me too, Scott. My dad was a farmer. I worked on a farm. Of course, he wanted us to get a career, and I got into law enforcement. But yeah, if I would have farmed, I would have been a fifth generation farmer. Y'all give me just a second. I'm sorry, y'all. My daughter's calling. Hang on just a minute.
Yeah, so I think that could be a good planner there. So for the first our first year of planting will be canola, sunflowers, oats, and barley. Our second then will be wheat, corn, sugar beets, and cotton. The next one then will be wheat, corn, sugar beets, and cotton. Then it's going to be fallow, and then the last one of the rotation then will be potatoes, soybeans, sunflowers, and oats. The yields are all 1.2s all the way up to, except for the potatoes and the soybeans, which is 114, which is actually a good yield also. Mr. Howie, don't quite understand it. Oh, found it. Yeah, Matt, right, from what we learned from Farmer Klein, if you want to go check out his video, his stream on crop rotation, it's a very, very good explanation of how the crop rotation planner actually works. Right, but I'll give you a quick downfall of what it's supposed to be from what we learn of it. So if you go into your fields that you own, right, and then you have at the very bottom it has previous, and then before previous, right. Now, even though I got sunflowers planted in this field, right, you don't count that because that's what I have planted from the first planner, which was wrong. So you go to previous, and then you see what the crop was, and then you actually go into the before previous, and you see what that is, right? So then when you look at that, then you go into your planner, And so we're using plan A, okay? So rotation plan A in this field, right? You put in the 2 crops that were in it, okay? So you'll have your fallow and fallow because that was your previous and your before previous. So then your next crop down, which is the 3rd one, that's the crop that you're going to plant in your field. So what you try and do then is you try and keep all your crops in the highest yield possible, right?
All right, I'm back.
So,
I'm sorry about
so
that.
in plan A, right, we're going to do canola in this field that I'm standing in, right? So as you can see, it's 120, right? So which is a high yield. Okay, so when we've harvested this field of canola,
Hey, Noah, glad you're back.
right? So then when we get our field turned around again, with cultivated and lined and fertilized, whatever, then we will go with wheat. And as you can see, our wheat in this field then for our second crop is still 120, which is actually quite good. So if I was to plant another harvest after my wheat, everything was going to be in the 090s and 080s. So by leaving a fallow and then going back again the plant after that, we're back up in the 114s, 120s. So that's what you do, right? So that is our 6-year, isn't it our 6 year?
6 year. 6
Yeah,
seasons,
right.
yeah.
So that's our 6 seasons.
Per field.
Right, in this field, right? So in this field I'm standing, right? Plan A is our 6 seasons in this field. Right, so then the same day you go into your field 2, whatever else it is. So this is going to be our field 2, which is going to be our plan A, or plan B. Okay, so rotation plan B is in this field. So once again, you can see previous and before previous was 2 fallows. So once again, I went in, fallow and fallow. Right? So then what you do then is your 3rd one is your crop that you're going to plant in this field, which I'm going to do sunflowers, which is 120. Right? After that then it's going to be back into corn, which is a 120 crop. Now if I had went where I have fallow another crop, it would have been in the 090s and stuff like that, so the yield wouldn't be a great yield. So by leaving a fallow and going back into the following year, we're going to have soybeans, we're back into 114s, which is another great yield of a crop. So it's the very same. So if we were to go down to 62, what you will see is in where you're going to have fallow and fallow, you're going to have the previous one was fallow because you left it, but the before previous was going to be grass. So by doing it this way, I have grass, which was the one that was before, the fallow, which was the previous. So the next one then would have been oats. I'm in 120. So 120 is the highest yield you can get. Well, that then after oats we will go to sugar beet because it's 120, and then it's fallow, and then it's sunflowers, which is 120. So that's a great crop for this for field C, which is field 18. So we've done the same then for field the one we just done, 62, which was grass and fallow. So that's the way it is. So then we're going to go barley in that one. Our next one after that then will be cotton, which is 120. Then we're going to leave our fallow, and then our next one then is going to be oats, which is 120. So all our crops are all in the 120s, which is actually a great 6-year cycle.
It's your best. That's the best yield you can get.
Yeah.
120.
Now, at the same time, all these crops, right, are also going to depend on the soil temperature and stuff like that. So if we were to go into our calendars, that's what we've done. So if we were to go into our weather forecast, I'm looking at all the weather forecasts, okay, for the next couple of days, with the first harvest. Right, so our temperatures are kind of coinciding with the crop that we're putting into the ground at the moment. So there's always a chance it won't germinate, but then there's also a high percentage chance that it will. So our following year crop, even though we're getting into 120s, we're still going to have to go back into this weather forecast, look at the weather forecast and see if the crops that we have for year 2 is going to work. If not, we're going to have to change those crops. Okay, so when you're doing your crops, okay, when you're doing your planners, right? It's right going down this way. That's your 6-year cycle. We're going across the top way. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, and Plan D are the fields that you have. Now we've only got 4 fields, so this works out for us. But when you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fields, you're going to have it wrote down somewhere, and then keep an eye on it that way. Because you can't get any more than 4 fields across on this, unfortunately. It only goes for 4 fields.
Unless they fall in the same type field plan that works for it. Now, what the beauty is is once you get through your 6th-year rotation and you go fallow, that I've learned is that you can change your crops up. But what's important is when you start changing your crops, the further you go down in the years, you have to pay attention to your yields above it. Because if you plant something, it can affect the yields above it in whatever season you're in. So you want to try to do the best that gets your best yield and bang for your buck. So, like for instance, if you wanted to go sunflowers because you can make more money off of sunflowers and stuff, and it gives you a 120, the next season you may have to go fallow before you can go to another crop such as corn or whatever it is, cotton, it doesn't matter what it is, just so that you can maintain the highest yield. So just something to keep in mind. It makes you think more. That's what I like about this. It makes you be strategic and think more, which is in real life. I mean, that's what you do in real life anyway. My head is starting to hurt after all that. Yeah, I'm sorry, Howie. Yeah.
I know, that's what he said here as well. Now, the thing is, right, you don't have to run crop rotation planner. You don't have to. It's up to yourself if you want to do it or not.
Yeah, if you don't care about the yield.
Yeah, so you can plant whatever you want in any field that you have. It doesn't matter. You can even plant cotton whenever you want to. But the problem is your yield is always going. Look at this. Oh my God. Really, Cubs? Really?
Well,
really?
When you park in the way, that's what you get. You know
right.
What I'm saying?
So you can plant whatever you want. You don't have to go rotation planner, but your yield is always going to drop every single year. It's always going to drop and drop and drop and drop.
Oops.
Right. So I have canola here, so I'm going to go to field A, the first one here, and then if you want to grab the other planter and go sunflowers in field 33.
33. Is the temperature right?
We're going to have to do it. It's the only ones that are actually anyway temperatures okay for it.
Really?
Yeah. Have a look yourself before we do anything, but that's what I can see.
I see it. It's 41 temp. Yeah, okay. Degrees Fahrenheit.
So first of all, let me see. Scott Page says, wouldn't planting oilseed radish bring the yield back up?
You can.
You would think so. Now, I don't think Farmer Klein mentioned it, so I don't know nothing about.
Yep, you can. You can add it into the mix. You sure can. Yep. And it does affect the yield.
Right. So if you want, and then instead of putting our fields back into fallow, we can do that if you want to do that way. So that's something to look at. Thanks for that, Scott. Like I said, Farmer Klein never mentioned it, so I never thought of it. So.
He did, but you have to look at how it affects your yield in the long run, and each year that you go down. Thank you for all the information, Tubb and Chris. Oh, you're more than welcome, Matt. More than welcome.
All right, so sorry about that, old timer there, but I didn't see your thing there when I was doing it. Where you have the last follow on the exactly. I think I am going to change that buddy into oilseed radish. We try it anyway and see what the story is. Then sequence option, buy a large field and plant 2 crops in it. Split the field, then you can still use the planter. Yeah, that's a way to go also. Matt then goes, thanks for all the information, Chris and Tubbs. It definitely seems real. It definitely adds realism to the game. It does.
Oh, most definitely.
To be honest with you, Matt, I was kind of like, even after watching Farmer Klein, Tubbs will tell you, I was still in 2 minds trying to get my mind wrapped around it.
Yeah, we talked for 2.5 hours this morning about it because you were like, I still don't get it.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god. I was like, wait. But we got it. I think we got it hashed out finally.
Yeah. Well, we'll try to anyway, at least, and we'll see what happens. The thing is, we're going to have to start planting, and if we do kind of wait for our temperatures to rise, there's no guarantee it's going to rise.
It'll be patchy. Yeah.
Yeah. So by doing it this way, it's a 50-50 chance that we get a crop or we won't get a crop, or it's a 75% chance that we get a crop and 25% chance that it won't germinate. I mean, so it's just a gamble, you know.
So, what did you want me to do?
Oh yeah, no, you didn't. You'll have to change the planner yourself. That's one thing, guys. It's another thing if we're doing multiplayer. Each person has their own planner. So if you're working the same farm, the 2 planners have to coincide. So Tubbs will have to look at my planner. I will have to tell Tubbs what each planner is going to be, which we're going to have to do now.
Yeah, because multiplayer doesn't show it on each one.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you want me to do?
It's set for different farms. That's what it's set for. Right. So rotation plan B.
Which is which field? 32.
The one I'm in, field 32.
Okay.
Right. So follow.
But wait a minute.
No, I'm going to tell you the rotation planner so you can put it down, then you can look as you go along.
Oh. I thought you were going to tell me which field to go to and plant. That's all. That's really all I need to know.
Then you're going to go to field 33 and you're going to plant sunflowers.
Okay, perfect. Got it.
Right.
I'm good to go.
So I'm going to change. Right, I'm going to change it then to as what the 2 guys that were saying. Right. So here's the thing. I don't see any oilseed radish.
What do you mean?
I don't see any oilseed radish as an option to plant.
Oh no, you're right. Interesting. Nope, you're right.
So guys, if you know anything about it, I don't see any oilseed radish. It's not there. Okay, so I guess we can't do the oilseed radish, even though it was a great idea and I would love to try it, but I don't see it there, so...
I wonder how that would affect it. So would oilseed radish fit within, because if you notice, like, okay, let me pull mine back up.
No, but oilseed radish is another fertilization state. You know, like
Okay.
you actually, you grow it and then you
So
cultivate it in.
canola, sunflowers, or oilseed radish, oil seeds. So I wonder if you could substitute those for that. Just asking.
1 second. Okay, so I will try the canola, even though I'm already planting canola. I'll just try it anyway, see. Nope. Can't change those either. Oilseed radish is not on the map. It's not
It's
on
not
your
on
planner.
seasons. Or the planner at all.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Ooh, what are you doing, planner?
Yeah, so that's one thing. So it was a great idea, guys. But as you say, it's not there for us to do. So anyway, let me see. Yeah, see, as you see, I just brought up the planner there, trying to put oilseed in, and it's not there.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, yeah, exactly, Zeke. I agree with you. What the hell? Got place to go plant anyway. See what happens. That's what we're going to have to do.
He's like, just plant it. Give her hell till you smell shit and hear glass break. That's what he's saying.
No worries, Zeke. Like I said, it was a great idea, and I would have definitely put it in there to try it. You know, to see if it would have made a difference. So, and as you were saying, you know, like to try the first column to see what will work. The thing is, Tubbs doesn't have any in his planner, so he tried it, and oilseed radish wasn't there. So,
Old seed radish in my planner?
yeah.
I don't think so.
No, that's what I said. Because you tried it there as well. That's why you said it wasn't there. So.
No, it's not in my planner. No. And it's not in your planner either?
No.
So Seasons eliminated old seed radish?
No, the thing is, what I'm going to do, right, and this is what I will do for you guys, right, and I think Tubbs probably will agree with us, even though it's not in the planner, right. Now here's the thing, it's still going to be in the planter, right, so we might just plant oilseed radish in that year where it says fallow, just to see what would happen. Now the problem is, if the planner don't recognize it, will the game recognize it? That's the thing. You know?
I don't know.
But
because the planner that you have should recognize.
It's not. Yeah. Right. It's not in the planner. That's what I'm trying to say. I'll check it there.
Interesting.
So, but it's in the planter. Right. So what we'll do is we will still plant it and see will the game recognize it. Like the field should recognize it, but will the planner recognize it? And will Seasons recognize it as a fertilizing stage?
What he said.
I just find it weird that's not in it or so. But we'll plant it anyway, and we'll see what will happen.
Yeah, what he said.
You know, like there's no harm in planting these things.
Right. I wonder why clover isn't included as a cover crop. I don't know, Howie. Because I know a lot of farmers that use clover as a cover crop.
Right, so
most of what they use around here in Texas as a cover crop would be wheat. And so what they do, they'll plant the wheat, and then when it gets in its green stage, just before it beards out on the wheat head, they'll come back in and plow it under to get the potash from the soil or the decomposition from the plant. So the theory is behind it is there's a cover crop that kills out all the weeds and everything, and then you plow it back under and you can use it as fertilization back into the soil. That's what they do here in Texas. And some will even, I've watched them, they'll plant wheat as a cover crop. They'll have cattle come in and graze it down and then plow it back under and then replant. So
yeah, so Zeke goes
okay, they do that with clover where you're at. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, oh no, it does. Like Zeke goes on 17 you could plant oilseed, and when you cultivate it in, that could count as a fertilizer state.
Yes,
in 19,
that's right.
Zeke, you could do that also in 19.
Yes.
But as you can see, it's not like it's in the planter. It's just not in the planner. So I don't know if seasons recognize oilseed radish, or maybe the modders just didn't put it in for some reason into seasons.
I wonder if it recognizes it as fallow. In other words, because oilseed radish is just a fertilization crop.
That's all. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it could be just recognized as fallow. Exactly.
So I don't know what the harm would be to plant oilseed radish to get that first fertilizer state, plow it under when you need to. You know, so we could try it. I mean, it's an experiment anyway here. So
we will definitely try it just to see what was happening.
Yeah. We'll be the guinea pigs.
Then he goes, could it be because we're on the Greenwich map? I don't know, because Greenwich is supposed to be ready for seasons. It's supposed to be fully ready.
What Chris is saying, though, just for y'all, if you're not understanding what he's saying, the planner, PLANNER, that's on seasons, does not pull up oilseed radish. It doesn't recognize it as a state for planting your crops. His planter, PLANTER, does have oilseed radish on it, and he can plant it. It's just that it doesn't show it as a part of the calendar on the planner. So
yeah. So we're taking, as Tubbs rightly put it there a few seconds ago,
okay, thank you,
down
Scott.
as fallow. I mean, so it could be down as fallow, but it's not down as oilseed radish. But like we said, we're definitely going to plant it. We will see what will happen. You know? So
yeah. So
like either way, it should still count as the first stage fertilizer.
See, I don't think it's hurting anything. So, you know, when we're fallow, we could plant oilseed radish just for shits and grins, and then
shits and giggles.
Yeah, and then see how that goes. I mean, because it's not going to hurt anything. It can't ruin the composition of the soil. It only improves
Scott
it.
Goes, whiskey for the biscuit.
Whiskey for the biscuit, yeah.
So, let's see. Sequels, can you bring up the planting?
Actually, I need some whiskey for this coffee instead of a biscuit.
1 second. Where are we going? There you go. There.
There we go. Much better.
Stop.
What'd you do? Saving?
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is.
Right
It
there.
keeps jumping from you there. Yeah, it's showing oilseed radish on the calendar. That's what we're on about. It's the planner itself doesn't have oilseed radish in it.
Planner.
Yeah, the PALLER. The planner doesn't have oilseed radish, even though it's coming up in the calendar.
He's got an Irish accent.
Yes. Planner and planter. Yeah, it's the planner, Zeke, that doesn't show it. Even though it's shown on your harvest and planting screen.
The planter. Yeah. I feel like this is a tongue twister. How much wood could a woodchuck chug?
Planter.
Okay, Scott. Hey, thanks for being here. Always glad to have you here. Appreciate you joining in with us. Hope you have a great night, my friend. Have a great one. How are you still out there?
I say Harvey's gone in with a headache.
Yeah, Howie wasn't liking this seasons thing. He said it was too confusing.
Well, trust me, we were saying that today.
Oh, he's still here. He said, "Yep." Howie's trying to take notes and write it down, and he's like, "This shit ain't making sense."
Oh, trust me, even after watching Farmer Klein video today, 2 hours, I
Hey,
was just
Zeke
trying
and
to get my head around
Steak.
it.
Oh, hey, thank you so much, Zeke and Steak. Thank you for this. Appreciate you being here, brother. Thank you so much. Makes the game too complex. Howie says he just wants to plant cotton.
Third year cycle, he has to wait for it.
It's Streak. I'm sorry, Streak. Zeke and Streak. I said steak.
Yeah.
Okay, my apologies.
Zeke and Streak.
Zeke and Streak.
Yep.
Hey, look, my bifocals, yo, I'm going to be honest with you. So when I'm looking over at my screen, get down, Billy. When I'm looking through my bifocals, it's hard for me because I've got trifocals, so that tells my age. So when I look across and I'm looking at my screen, I've got long distance, middle range, and close up to look through. So Zeke and Streak, I apologize. New All, thanks for correcting me on that. Sometimes I have to go up and down and in the middle to try to get that. I think everyone calls him Steak, though. Zeke and Streak, no problem. I appreciate you. Clutch still calls me Steak. I know Clutch well, and that's funny. But I do apologize. Not making excuses, but my damn trifocals, that really throws me off when I'm trying to look at the screen there. Sometimes I guess it's as you get older and you look at that stuff and you try to you assume go progressive lenses makes it easier. Yeah, I hear you, Howie. Sometimes you put words in there that you think, oh, I recognize that, and that's what it looks like. Oh, thank you, Zeke and Streak. I appreciate that. Again, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. And appreciate you being in the house. Thank you so much.
Oh, we do, definitely.
Totally honored.
Yeah, guys, so we're coming up to just gone past 2 hours.
A little over 2 hours.
These fields planted,
yeah.
we probably will be calling it.
Yep, no worries.
So with that being said, we'll start our goodbyes. First of all, thank you to each and every one of you for sticking with us for the last 2 hours.
The R
2 hours
is
plus.
jammed between the T and the A pretty good in the world of Streak. Well, for an old ass man like myself and these damn trifocals, yes it is. You just fill in the blanks.
That's how we do it. So with that being said, guys, I want to do a big shout out to each and every one of you. So as usual, shout out to Noel for joining in. Thank you very much, brother, and thank you very much for sharing our videos and stuff like that.
Hey,
We
Squad
absolutely
Farmers.
100% appreciate it. Also, a big shout out to Scott Page. Haven't seen her for a while. Welcome back, Scott.
Oh yeah, Scott.
It's great to see you again. Also to Matt, as usual. Seeking Streak, not Seeking Steak.
Okay. Now you're just poking fun at me.
Yeah. Also to Old Timer Dave, as usual. Old Timer Dave is the man himself. Also to Mr. Howie. Thanks for jumping in, brother. Haven't seen you for a while. It's great to see you back.
It's great to see
also,
Howie.
I guess I better say thank you to Shiloh for jumping in. He hasn't been on for a while. Also a big
Well,
shout
thank
out
you,
to
Zeke and Streak. I
Liam
appreciate that.
McMullen for joining earlier on. I think I got these all. If I missed anyone, please put into the chat and let me know, but I think I got you all. But guys, I will say this, if you haven't subscribed to each other, go check each other out, especially the likes of Newell, Old Timer Dave, Scott Page, Matt. Go check these guys out. They are a fantastic bunch of guys. Always good streams, always a bit of a laugh to have a talk to when they're streaming. Pretty much the very same as myself and Tubbs, to have a good laugh when they're playing together and stuff like that. So go check them out. Also check out their buddies, Mr. T-Bone and Six Wheel and Pop Pop, and two more fantastic YouTubers, the same as Mr. and Mrs. Aussie. Go check them out also. Also, lads, check out Seek and Streak. A great YouTuber. I was on his stream there today.
Sure been
Fantastic
struggling with a
YouTuber he is
nasty
himself.
British chest and head
Full of
cold.
knowledge
Getting over it
and
now.
everything
Oh,
else.
that's good
So
to
go
hear.
check them all
Howard.
out, guys. We will love to have you all, and like we said, we absolutely love each and every
Oh,
one
thank
of
you,
yous.
do all. We appreciate you being here.
Without
brother.
yous, we're just going to be just two old guys having a game of farm sim like we always do among ourselves. You guys been with us. It's just another chapter. It's making our streams a lot better because we can interact with you along
Oh,
with ourselves.
absolutely. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
from the bottom of my heart, thank you to each and every one of you, and a major thank you to Noel for sharing the videos. We absolutely appreciate that. 100%.
Oh, God, yeah. We appreciate that. All right, so let me get down through my list here, and if I don't name everybody, I apologize big time. Howie, glad you're in the house, brother. Long time supporter and follower. I appreciate you being here. Shiloh, thanks for jumping in. Also, Old Timer Dave, thank you so much for being here. Matt, as always, appreciate you being here. Newall, appreciate you being here. Scott Page, thanks for being in the house. Squad Farmers, thank you so much for being here. And we also had
Shiloh.
I mentioned Shiloh.
Well, you better mention him twice.
Zeke and Streak, thank you
Yes,
so much.
not Seek and Steak.
Yeah, Zeke and Streak, thank you for being here. And appreciate the subs, appreciate the likes. I enjoyed the stream you made my Saturday night. Well, Matt, if we made your Saturday night, we're glad to do that. You guys are so. I just want to tell y'all something. Newall, Matt, and I know we had in six wheel and Pop Pop. He was here earlier and then bounced or whatever. And even Mr. T-Bone. We really appreciate you guys being so supportive of us, and even Old Timer Dave. You guys are great, and I said yesterday, and I'll say it again today. I just don't even have the words to express the appreciation that you guys have shown us and accepting us and adopting us, basically, and jumping on our stream and watching us.
Oh, I second third and fourth.
Yeah, totally supportive. And y'all go make sure to go over their channels, hit the subscribe button when they're streaming. Make sure to hit the like button for those guys. Hit the notification bells. We really appreciate it. Squad Farmer, appreciate you being here as well. Thank y'all so much for the subs, the likes. I'm feeling the love tonight, as I did last night. And like I said, this farm sim community is what it is. It reaffirms why Chris and I started what we're doing. It is a very special niche and a tight-knit group, and everybody has really been supportive and come in when we got Chris and I just trying to share our experiences for the love of the game of farm sim, no matter what it is, good and bad. And y'all have been really great, and so we really appreciate that. So appreciate y'all being here tonight. Enjoyed it. It's been great. any way I could be of help, just let me know. What I do now with sharing your streams, it ain't nothing, just trying to be kind. Newell, I appreciate that. It's very overwhelming and kind. It's probably an understatement, but we really appreciate it. You have no idea. Like I said, just Chris and I are two old guys that are enjoying farm sim and trying to share experiences, and we had no idea. To be honest with you, when Chris and I talked about this and when we started wanting to stream, he and I talked about this and we thought, we may not go anywhere with this, but if we can get, 4 or 5 people to come in and watch us, then, we've done all the good in the world. But Chris is over 100 subscribers. I'm over 50 subscribers, and Chris and I are a duo. So we believe that we have 150
Between
some
the two
odd.
of us, we have 150.
150 some odd subscribers because we do it a little bit different. Most YouTubers are kind of a single act. He and I are a duo. And y'all said it yesterday, and Chris and I talked about this a little bit. I can't remember who mentioned it. Somebody said we had a lot of chemistry, and that meant a lot to us. Yeah, Newell said that we had a lot of chemistry, and that really meant a lot to us because Chris and I, when we first met and started playing together, he and I talked about this, and it is a chemistry. We just felt like that we had something to share as a duo, and so there's currently 13 views between the two streams. Hey Tim, thank you so much for letting us know about that, Howie. So that's why we're doing this. The excitement of the game, and then where we're at today, man, we're overwhelmed, honestly, and extremely appreciative.
Oh yeah.
So I know that's a big infomercial and trying to get too soft in the heart, but like I said, sometimes it's hard to put things into words that can express your appreciation for the outcomes. And so that's my words to say, hey, we appreciate what you're doing and appreciate you guys being here. And Tim, or Howie, it's hard for me to say Mr. Tim because I just know he is Howie. You've been here from the beginning, and appreciate you being here, brother, as always. So, with that being said, had a great night, y'all. We had all of our friends here tonight. Had a great chat. Lots of mixed match chat, and so that's what it's all about. And laugh out loud, I'm the king of rambling and tripping over my own words, so no worries, my dude. Thanks, you Newell. So, I'll say this, thank you for being here. We will see you tomorrow, and y'all have a great night.
Yep.
Thank you, Old Timer Dave. I appreciate that.
I will say this. Mr. Tim Howie, he said, it's interesting. I've watched a number of viewers climb over the past few months, and it's so true. As Tubbs rightly put it, when we started this, we weren't expecting what we got. It was just something that we decided to do, and it just went from strength to strength. And I've always said that to Tubbs. I kind of come across a very out there guy because I'm Irish and everything else, but there's times when I'm kind of insincere a little bit in my own self, and I always said that to Tubbs, that I'm so overwhelmed with the way you guys have taken us under your wing and coming in and having a chat with us and stuff like that, because like you see YouTubers with 300 plus subscribers and stuff like oh my god, look at them. And so for us to come on and then gradually over as how he rightly put it, and just watch our viewers grow and grow and grow, and then start to get the likes. It's a very warm feeling that you give us, and to be honest with you, you're the guys who keep us going in this, because like what myself and Tubbs, if we weren't streaming, we'd still play this anyway. So it's a new thing. You guys are the best in the world. You're there always with us. And Neil then said that he put this on Tubbs. Well, but it could help anyway. Yeah, Newell, you're always there. Every time you come on, you'll always share our streams. There's nothing more we can ask you to do, brother. No, we ultimately thank you from the bottom of our hearts for that. Then Zico's Newell said chemistry in his stream, and it's true. It's easy to listen to you too. Well, maybe to Tubbs.
What is it?
Zico's, it's very easy to listen to, so like, yeah, maybe to listen to you. To be honest with you, Zeke, I've said this on many occasions on our streams. I hate the sound of my voice. I hate it. I can't stand it. You know, so we appreciate that. Old Timer goes a lot of respect between the two of us. There is. I mean, I have the utmost respect for everybody. It's not just Tubbs. I have the utmost respect for everybody in this game because it's not easy. I mean, it's not easy to be playing a game and then talking for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. You know. So I think myself and Tubbs, we just hit it off from the very first stream that we started to multiplayer together, and it's just been that way ever since. You know. So with that being said, guys.
They sound happily married. Old Tubber Dave said they sound happily married.
But then, actually, that's a funny story because myself and Tubbs always call each other the odd couple. Yeah. I'm the mad Irishman and he's the politician. You know. But thank you once more, guys.
Absolutely,
we absolutely appreciate it, 100%. So with that being said, until tomorrow for our next stream, from myself and from Tubbs, on this channel, when things go right, it's not us. And when things go wrong, it's those Pringles stealing, Reese's Pieces thieving leprechauns. Until tomorrow, like guys, from myself and from Tubbs, adios muchachos.
Y'all have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye.